Now, U.S. President Donald Trump has redesignated Nigeria as a country of particular concern over alleged genocide against Christians. The move follows growing allegations of persecution which intensified after Vice-President Kashim Shettima's remarks in support of Gaza at the United Nations General Assembly. However, several global figures, including a Vatican Cardinal, have dismissed the claims, insisting that both Christians and Muslims are victims of insecurity in Nigeria. In a statement posted on social media, Trump said Christianity was facing an existential threat in the country, alleging that thousands of Christians had been killed by radical extremists. He added that Nigerians' situation demanded urgent global attention to stop what he described as a mass slaughter. Now, joining us via Zoom to discuss this is public affairs analyst Jide Ojo. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening, Memna.
Good to have you.
I hope you can hear me.
All right. Now, once again, the U.S. has blacklisted Nigeria, and now this time is over the alleged genocide against Christians. How serious, how really serious is this designation?
I don't think we should make every weather of this redesignation. It's not the first time that the Trump administration will designate Nigeria as a country of concern. But I mean, way back in 2020, he did it, and Joe Biden government delisted us or removed us from that list in November 2021. So it's nothing new. It came to me as a real shock. It came to me as a surprise because on the 17th of this month, during the Akaba conference or summit in Rome, President Tinubu actually met with one of the special advisors to Donald Trump to discuss this issue. I think it's Bulus. And he actually said there's nothing like Christian genocide in Nigeria for those who understand the terrain. So this is politically motivated. As you said in that news report, this gained interest of America because of what our Vice President said during the September United Nations General Assembly in September this year, where he talked about Nigeria not being happy with the situation of Gaza. And we know that United States government have been supporting Israel with all the atrocities that have been allegedly committed in Gaza and Palestine. So this is pure politics. And I think it's just for us to, for the government of Nigeria to continue to work strenuously to protect both Christian, Muslim, atheists, everybody. We know that the country is seriously challenged in terms of security. And perhaps that's part of the reason why the president deemed it fit to change the service chiefs just a couple of days ago. So I'm not sure this will affect us much. Already there have been several actions taken against Nigeria in the course of this year, from the introduction of increase in tariff against products from Nigeria and many other African countries, to issue of our undocumented migrants, Nigerian citizens in US, who have also been hounded by the ICE, that's Immigration and Customs Enforcement Police in US. So this is something that we should just take note of, and for the government of Nigeria to work strenuously to provide security for all.
All right. When we look at it, I mean, the claim came after Vice-President Shettima's remarks at the UN General Assembly. Do you think his comments played a role in this decision?
I think I've answered that in my first, in your first question. That this came as a result of what Vice President Kashim Shettima said during the UN General Assembly. And it is not surprising that this action of Donald Trump is coming on the heels of that decision. But you recall that even in the course of this month, Revered Bishop Matthew Azan Kuka, the Bishop of Catholic Sokoto Catholic Diocese, actually came out to debunk this issue of Christian genocide in Nigeria. Yes, at the beginning of the insurgency way back in 2009, we have churches and Christians being targeted, but it has since gone, the whole 360 degree, whether you are a Christian. As Pulu said in his statement, which I read online, he said terrorism knows no color, no tribe, no religion. So we know that the targets of bandits and terrorists has never really been, against a particular sect, whether Christian, Muslim, whether Shiite or, Sufi Muslim, or whether it's a different denomination of Christians. It is all about having an Islamic caliphate. And in all of this, both Christians and Muslims have suffered in equal measures. So there is no two way about it. This is politically motivated. As I've earlier said, this came on the heels of the very bold and courageous statement made by Vice-President Kashim Shettima during his recent visit to the UN General Assembly. And it's not the first time, like I said, it has happened before. Now it has happened again. After a while, we will be removed from that list. But what I will encourage the Nigerian government to do is to continue to work assiduously to secure this country, irrespective of whatever the designation of Nigeria as a country of concern by the US. US is just one out of 197 or thereabout countries across the globe. The European countries, the Asian countries, the Caribbeans, the Southern Americans have not so designated Nigeria. So it is just for the government not to lose focus, to continue to work in accordance with Section 14, Subsection 2B of the Constitution, which says security and welfare of citizens shall be the primary purpose of government.
All right, thank you very much, Jide Ojo, Public Affairs Analyst, for speaking to us tonight.
It's my pleasure. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, and you too.